making his mark, putting his stamp on it.
Yes, honey, we are rooting for Brandon.
She said she is falling for him. She can see herself and her family with his family.
Hello.
Ooh.
And you know, love is supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be hard. When it just goes.
Yes.
It's meant to be. Tasha.
Yes.
But
let's not even
good vibes.
Good vibes because
anyway, but it is Mary
and Amma.
And y'all already know we are reviewing The Bachelorette, honey.
Yes. Well, you know, since you brought up Tasha, let's just say we are disappointed.
Very.
We were a big Tasha and Zach fan.
He was perfect for you.
I just thought that you guys really should have just put in what was needed to make it work. Because love like that.
It does not come twice. It doesn't
show up. Very rarely will he show up another time. So, you know, I wish you guys the best, but very, very disappointed.
Yes, but we are talking about somebody else who we hope has the common sense. Choose Brandon. At this point, I am very happy with Rodney going home and Nayte going home. I am rooting for my baby Joe, and I'm rooting for my baby boy Brandon.
You just jumped over here.
No, I always, from when he pulled up in that bed, I was like, honey, he a smooth talker.
Him pulling up
but you the one that even mentioned it. She was like, what this boy doing pulling up in a bed? Remember they rolled out a whole bed?
So I guess
and then he's like, come sit down next to me.
So I must have just dismissed him after that. Just like how she did, because she told the parents.
He's like, okay, he's a smooth talker.
Smooth talker.
Yeah.
But then, you know what changed my mind? When he put that smackaroo on her.
With her, it's always the first
and
kiss.
It was a wrap because he was the best
kisser
in the whole group. And she looked like she went to another space. And she looked a little scared. It's like when he was coming in, she almost was like backpedaling because she knows that, oh my goodness, let me not embarrass myself on national TV.
Honey.
Okay, but
I'm so excited.
I know. And his family,
they all loved her. Yes. I'm rooting for Brandon. If she gets with Brandon, she'll be good for the rest of her life.
Yes. And I want to see who she sees.
She's Rodney next.
Now.
Okay. I'm waiting to see Nayte. I don't care about none of this. Show me Nayte because his stepfather sold him out down the river.
Well, let's see.
Okay, so now it is Rodney. But we both have clearly said the chemistry is not the same with Brandon. It's not the same compared to Brandon and Rodney. Even with the kissing, she'll kiss him and it look like he wants to stay and linger for a while, but she will always pull back. She'll pull back with Brandon, but that's after she has been in that sea for too long, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she's
like, "Okay, let me compose myself. Like, let me not get control." Like the passion so much that she has to like, "Oh my god, let me contain myself." Like, "Oh my god, I'm flustered." Like, go away.
Yes.
But Rodney's like, "Okay."
It's like a peck and quick.
Yeah, but it's not like anything deep, and you can even tell on his face that he wanted more.
Yeah.
Because he lingered there for a second. He's like, okay.
Yeah. I think he can sense that.
Yeah.
But you know something? If these hometowns mess up for Joe or for Nayte, I can see Rodney staying till the next round. Because like she said, her feelings are growing for him. So if any one of them kind of bungle in a big way, their hometown, I don't see her keeping that person around. As opposed, and getting rid of Rodney.
Well, we already know that Nate's going to bungle in a big way.
Well, yeah, we're thinking, but we'll see. We'll see what exactly he said. Because you know how sometimes they can do the editing.
Well, Nayte was crying. That wasn't a lie. And then we know that the stepfather said that, "Oh, you're not ready." He said that, "I know he's not ready." But he was wearing the same jacket he was wearing when he went to go introduce Michelle with them.
That's true.
And so he was like, his whole forehead, his whole head got all wrinkly as he was doing this. And on top of that,
is like someone who shaved his head and like left shave marks.
No, like but like tracks. His head actually got like, because our head it can move,
Yeah, it was
like
so
bald men when you push your head. Wait, I digress. But yes, and then even she was sitting down there with the father, and the stepfather, mind you,
said his
royal father apparently is not there or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if he passed away or something.
I don't know.
He has never.
I've
Of
never
all the
heard
guys,
anything.
We have
know
not
the
had an opportunity.
we know the
least.
least about Nayte,
We
and
do.
I think that tells a lot.
Well, it's because she seems to talk
She's
a lot
so
with
into him though,
She's so into him that she talks quite a bit,
and she doesn't
stop
to see what he
listen.
says.
See
That's what we
he
have to
says.
do as women. We have to be more observant.
And he's not really trying to find out so much about her on his own. Oh boy, the donut again.
I'm sick of her and her nasty little paws.
Yeah,
Now she's eating plastic. Anyway,
Donnie.
where were we? Yes,
talking about Nayte.
Yeah.
But obviously she feels very comfortable about Nayte.
Because she likes
able to
him.
tell him her secrets.
And when we like a
and
guy,
all of
sometimes we
that.
try to, try to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's back on.
Yeah, we'll be back. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
The mom,
So
super
Rodney-
worried.
Your mom looks super worried about Rodney, and I was just thinking that I think the mom, I think her heightened sense of worry with Rodney, because she doesn't want him to be hurt, she shows him that anxiety, and I think that's what contributes to his insecurity.
Yeah.
His insecurities about life, because if his mom looks unsure, and if she's afraid of him being hurt, then probably also I should worry. Then maybe I'm not as great as I think I am. Or maybe,
that's sad.
yeah, but I don't think the mom is doing it. She's not doing it. That's not what she's trying to do. That's not what she's trying to achieve. But I could actually see myself in his mom a little bit. I
think you believe in us. I don't ever doubt for a second in my life that my mom believes in me.
But I think that with me trying to, we're going to have to ask her brother that, because I think that with me trying to always kind of protect my kids, I think sometimes it makes them feel like, well, Mom, do you think I can handle this? Do you think, you know what I'm saying? So it was very eye-opening for me watching her.
Why don't you do to that extent?
It just, probably what I will love for her to do, which is what I should do, is, back off and always just show that confidence and just be like,
you got this,
yeah,
son.
you got this. And you know something? If she doesn't pick you, I just know that you have now been on a platform where other people have seen you, and they are going to want you. She's going to bring your queen closer to you, quicker to you, That kind of attitude, as opposed to looking at him with your eyes filled with tears, is what she did, and be like...
And then even his countenance was falling as Michelle was leaving.
I just don't want you to be hurt, because, there is a possibility. And if you're already crying, the son's going to be like, huh? What did she say? What did she see? What? So I think through the years, because we always kept on saying that Rodney seems insecure throughout this whole process.
Yeah, and even when Michelle was leaving, he could just tell. He was like,
his countenance filed.
He said, "Man, my ass going home."
Well, because he has looked
face.
in his mother's eyes and seen that he's gonna go home. Because the mother has her female intuition that's blurring like this. You are in danger, danger, run, man. So it was just eye-opening. I really have to really take this in. But yeah, what did you think about the father? Was looking at him like...
The father looked, check the hell out.
He
He was like, I don't even want to be here.
He looked like... You're already having feelings? The feelings are not strong.
That father looked like he had better places to be,
so
more things to do. And if it's a Sunday, I got a football game to watch. That father, he was like,
Yeah, he looked,
I don't even think she met and talked with the dad.
The Bachelor. What will he reveal? The new Bachelor. What don't you know? When is it coming on? Tomorrow. What time did he say?
Well,
the
whenever
new
Good Morning
Bachelor.
America is. I hope it's Clayton.
Oh, Good Morning America. So that's in the
it,
morning. Oh, we gotta be here in the morning tomorrow.
Well, I hope it's Clayton, because if it's Clayton, best believe y'all will see me next season.
No, because if it's Clayton, then it's too late. I'm thinking.
No, because it said they're still looking for people.
Okay, Michelle is getting ready.
Yeah!
Ooh, she is making sure she is dressed.
So Nayte is the last person. I think that's interesting.
So she is getting ready to the nines with Brandon. She wore like busted jeans.
First of all, they were not busted. It's a style.
Some really large steps forward.
All right, it's on, y'all.
Yeah. Anywho, so we are back. Joe and Michelle had a beautiful date. It was the best date, she said. The best date. He recreated the whole prom theme for her, put her up on a wall and kissed her. And I thought that was really beautiful. She said that was like the best date of her life.
She said it was the most
romantic. And I believe
romantic.
her, the most romantic. And I believe her.
Me and Mom were just talking.
For me, it seems like when she looks at Joe, she's still, she's still searching. She's still questioning. And I just don't see that same level of that she has for him. I don't see him have that for her completely. Now she says that she thinks that's the missing link is she has to see his family and get that approval, and that will kind of open him up. And I just don't want Michelle to have to work so hard to kind of try to understand someone on a daily basis. For me, it's almost as bad as her having to reassure Rodney so he doesn't feel insecure. Now you have to wait on someone who is a recluse, introvert, whatever you want to call Joe, and now I just don't see their styles meshing. Now it seems more, I don't know why I didn't see that before, but it was always something about Joe that I couldn't, it was just something I just didn't seem right.
My thing is,
yeah,
I don't think it will be that hard. I know she has question in her eyes, which comes from one, Joe, you ghosted her. You ghost any woman, there will always be question in her eyes.
okay.
Just know that.
Okay.
Two, it is because he is very recluse. He said his dad was even more recluse than him, so I can only imagine how bad
That's
it was.
going to be very interesting to meet the father today.
Yeah. But, I mean, he has opened up, because remember, he opened up about all of his surgeries, what he was doing, all that stuff or whatever.
He really did.
So I think
he's afraid of being hurt, maybe.
Yeah, because there's 4 other guys there.
Yeah.
He clearly can see that she's really into Nayte.
Yeah.
And, the other guys or whatever and stuff.
Yeah.
So he might be a little cautious and stuff like that. But me, personally, I don't want any woman to have to pull or grab anything from a man. You should come ready to open up and ready to let down your walls and be a man and let me in. Because it's not right to make a woman have to proke and prod. If anything, you should be trying to proke and prod the woman.
Yeah.
So I do love Joe. I think he's a great guy. But I don't want any woman to have to try to figure out a guy and go shoveling for it. Because it is kind of just as bad. But it's back on.
Yeah. So, Mariam, that's your boy.
Listen,
so
don't come for me. Don't come for me.
You talk about Joe.
I have nothing to say. Next, where's Nayte? I have nothing to say.
I mean...
What, take my bottle? Take a sip.
We have to take a sip. We gotta take a sip. Don't let it come out through your nose. She really has done a disservice to everybody else. She should have had Brandon last. Because now we're looking at everyone through the eyes of Brandon and her connection, and no one is holding up to Pa. Well, let's see Nayte.
Michelle, your best bet at this point is Brandon. If you don't choose him, sis, I feel very sorry for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was so funny, but it was so cute when Nate asked his father. He said the father was like, they said, so I mean, do you have any other questions? And then
They have their own secret language with the
and then Nate is like,
no, Joe.
Joe is like, and the father's like, eyes closed, eyebrows up. I don't even know what does that mean? What is?
Listen, that was their own. You know, like how we have our own little language. They have their own little language. We have our language that's like a mix between. I mean, we have our own little language that's like a mix between animal sounds and Creole. And they had their
and we do have the looks, our looks.
Yeah,
that,
like girl. This is like girl by.
Yeah.
He said, "What he say?" It said, "Yeah, that's it for me."
And then she asked him, "Oh, the pizza is ready."
Wait a second.
We're careful with the drink. Don't drop it. Oh my goodness.
Continue.
Oh, okay. But until she comes back, I just feel like I wonder too if the father. I don't know. I didn't get the feeling that the father liked her, and I also did not get the feeling that wasn't sure the mother. I don't know. Michelle anyway seemed uneasy. She did.
The whole damn meeting was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
for everybody, even us who are watching at home.
Involved, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the parents just, I don't know if they were blindsided, but the only person who was even talking he ended up being the daughter-in-law. So
I don't even know who this chick is.
Well,
you spoke for the whole family?
I know. Well, you know, because they don't talk. Like she said, he needs someone who can lead him because everybody else is not talking. The father doesn't talk. Or the mother talks, though. But like she
Barely.
said, Joe will need someone who can lead him. Because, you know, and I don't know if that's what Michelle is looking for. I'm sure she wants someone who, well, she wants a best friend, right? That's what she said to Brandon. She said to have someone who's your best friend, and the mother, what did Brandon's mom say? No, Michelle's mom say, let the man be your best friend. And two, he put you first.
He said
more than anything.
It should be about somebody who puts your happiness above theirs.
Exactly. And
he always puts me first. Like in no matter what situation I have been in, he has always put me first.
Yes. And she didn't call.
And that's Brandon.
She didn't call. Remember now, Joe might be the one to go because she did not say my best friend, or he could be my best friend like she did. With,
my God! It's Nayte and the 10 earrings.
Yeah. Oh, she's all dressed up. Has some shorts with Nayte.
As well as
she looks good in that top.
I know. That's like a nice African design.
Burnt orange is definitely her color.
Yeah.
And of course, he didn't run to her.
Always this instant
because he know he fine.
Energy.
And that's why we telling y'all about men who know they fine.
Okay, you are right. His head are wrinkled.
It does wrinkle. The actual skin wrinkles.
Yeah, the whole skin wrinkles. I wonder if he knows that.
I'm sure he knows after watching the season.
When he watches them.
It'll be fun. Alright,
so
women, we can't get swept up in the heights. We can't get swept up in tall men. Or we have to be able to see him clearly.
I'm in the driver's seat today. You ready? Let's get started.
Okay, sailing, and she loves the water.
What's most important for me this week is introducing Michelle to a new side of me, my home side. Walking in the park.
I still don't know shit about you, Nayte. Except for you will have 4 earrings and you be wearing jeans that are 2 sizes too small.
Well,
that's all I know.
I mean, this one's a little, it's not as tight.
It's 1 size too small. It's not 2 sizes.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm beyond happy that I'm here right now. Beyond happy that I met Michelle, and that we actually have something special between us.
Ooh, all right now. Okay, he's taking off the. Ooh, okay, he's matching with her orange shorts. Oh, Michelle, go into a bikini. Well, you go, girl.
Let me lower my gaze.
And they do a paddle board. Oh, okay.
Woo, woo. All right now.
Obviously, Michelle.
Sorry, Sorry, took off his shirts. Lost myself for a second.
And we've been vibing ever since. She's amazing.
Ma'am, I totally missed everything that was going on.
Connection. There's a foundation that has been built. So just wanting to continue building on top of that foundation.
Oh, look at the ducky.
Oh,
That's so
like that.
cute.
So cute.
Ooh, they're going on
What the
one
hell
paddleboard.
is he doing?
Okay.
I do trust you, but
She's going backward and she doesn't know where he's taking her.
While we were paddleboarding, I could just picture being downtown, going to Zilker Park. It's so easy to picture
Michelle, his eyes are up here, not down there.
I consider home right now. Cheers to
He has some interesting tattoos.
I know.
It looks like they're
Right in the
hand
back.
drawn.
Like drawings, right?
Yeah.
like, who am I gonna be?
My mom came and my stepdad came. Like for
Oh,
me, it's
there's a
really
rose
special
on
for
his
so many
shoulder that's
reasons that
bleeding.
you get to meet these two people in my family. But like they got divorced like a year and a half ago, and like it was just like really special for me, like to know that my stepdad and my mom like are coming together to like support me and meet you. And
Okay, so they divorced a year and a half ago.
Did she divorce the real father?
The stepfather, but they're coming together.
Yeah.
About, like, feelings and emotions.
After a
So they
year?
come together to come and do this for
Talk
him.
about emotions.
No.
Is that what the
Okay,
stepfather
hold on,
sold
hold
him
on.
down the river?
Hold on.
Okay, how do you feel about
It's
that?
gonna be interesting. I mean, it's just not a family that's like really touchy-feely. No like heart-to-hearts, no I love yous. Just not that type of family dynamic, right?
How do you think they're gonna respond to, like, meeting me?
Probably a little protective since I haven't really like talked to them about anything like this before. I just never been in a situation like this before. I've never talked to them seriously about any women before, so I honestly have no idea what to expect.
I feel like they might see a different side.
Yeah, they've definitely never seen me head over heels for somebody before, so I think it's gonna
Ooh,
be.
he said he's head over heels.
I didn't tell you that.
Just let
I didn't tell you that, huh? I didn't tell you that. Yeah, no, I'm crazy about you. You know that.
Nate, I'm crazy about you.
You know that.
You know that.
How those boys in high school be talking to you. You're like, oh.
I'm also falling for you. She doesn't look as though she believes him.
Those look like eyes you can trust.
Well, she likes him.
Those are eyes that look like, I know I'm
The
fine.
first person to have ever
Yes.
met Nate's family. My family is very open on an emotional level, and so this will be something new for me. I'm curious to see how Nate navigates through talking about his emotions with his family. It's going to be new territory for him, and it's going to be new territory for his family. I
There's a
am very
scar on
nervous.
his cheek.
I want it to go well because I do. I care a lot about
There's a
Nate.
scar from here all
It's
the
a
way
big
down
day.
here. On his
I
cheek. That
want
cheek
to
right there, you see it?
toast.
It's right here,
Isn't that
Mama.
from shaving?
No, Ma'am. It's a line.
Meet the family.
It's a scar. Look at it. Look at it. It's right there on his cheek, right? Very faint. But from here all the way down here, I wonder where he got that scar from.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, let's digest and let's talk. So my thing is,
Yes,
I
go ahead.
think. Okay, great.
Okay.
Um,
Can you put butter on the thing?
I forgot to buy butter. Sorry.
It's alright, no problem. So you go ahead. Your thing about
I
Nate.
think anybody who has been divorced does not need to see their spouse even within a year.
Nope.
They need to be
Well,
separate.
But it's good that they're
Um,
coming together for him, though.
Yeah, we see what happens with Melody and Martell. They come together for the kids. Still ends up in a fight,
That's true.
and that's not
Ooh.
his real dad, and he's no longer
His
married to
stepdad.
the woman.
The
So
mom,
there
yeah.
really is no sense for him to actually have an
mean,
alliance
he-
or to be good to him
he
because that's
could-
not his real son.
You know something he could have, but
Because he sold him out
I
down the
don't-
river.
Yeah, but I don't want to say that. We don't know what he said. We really don't know what.
Well, we saw
let us-
it on the commercial.
I know, but let us wait to see in what context. You know how these things are, and I can't say that about the stepfather because there are really a lot of step parents who stand up and are there for the children, even when their biological parents are not there. So I don't want to say that about him.
We're not saying all step parents are horrible.
Yeah,
of course that's
so
not
let
true.
us wait until we see the whole thing. Let's wait until we see the whole
I
thing.
don't know.
We just gonna hold on about that.
But also,
But what do you go
the
ahead?
fact that Michelle, honestly, if you don't get with Brandon, you are
Blind.
yeah, and you are in a
You deserve
world
what you
of
get.
no, you
I'm just
you are
playing
going to
by
be in a world of pain.
hurt.
Okay, because nobody's family is touchy feely. Nobody. I
Oh, you
think
mean for Nayte? For Nayte's family?
for
right?
Nayte, for Joe, Rodney's family was the second warmest family. Brandon's was the first one because his brother decided, I'm not going to the Navy right now. I need to be there for my brother. That just shows you how close knit they are, and they have confidence in their son.
Yeah.
Okay. Rodney's family was second, but the mother was like a train wreck. Third, Joe's family.
She reminded
That
me of
father looking
myself.
Michelle up and down like weird.
Sound.
Weird sound.
As if to say, stop.
Yeah.
But he closed his eyes and raised his eyebrow. I don't know what that means. This when you go.
And then Hannah, you are the damn sister-in-law.
But she speaks
Your
for
opinion
them.
does
No,
not
it
even
does.
matter.
Because remember,
With the brother, I mean, but she's talking more than
I know,
everybody,
but
more than the
remember-
brother, more than the mother, more than
I
the
know.
daughter,
the father,
sister, the mother or father.
But remember what Joe said. Joe said that if you're getting good with Hannah, you get good with everybody. So I guess that's why the producers decided to show, see, because
Hannah
if
don't even
she
look like
got-
she liked Michelle. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm just gonna say it.
Well,
She don't really
you
look
know-
like she liked her that much.
You know what it was, and I think you talked about it when you said they were not showing emotions, because she literally hugged Michelle like that and went like this. As though
Even
she,
the father
as
was
though
like
she-
this.
Yes, as though she had
With
touched
one hand.
touched something hot, and the father went like this with Michelle with his fingertips in the back, as if to say, "Okay, go ahead on now, go ahead on out of my house." Yeah, and the
that
father
was
looked
very weird.
Yeah,
You need to come from somebody who has a good family.
So
and
I don't
if
know how Michelle's not going to be able to deal with that because her parents are so.
warm and loving.
Yeah,
I mean, they
and
caught her in
Michelle-
the hot tub making out for God's sake.
Yeah, and Michelle is very
See,
sensitive.
this
here
is
it goes.
exactly what she was wearing when the father told her that.
Okay, so we have to turn that off.
We'll be back.
We'll
we should
be
do a
back.
live reaction.
Ooh,
We'll be-
okay,
well,
okay. All right, let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
because it's gonna be hot.
Today,
I mean, maybe
after-
a
We'll be back. We'll come back when everything goes haywire.
Well, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Michelle's talking to Nate's dad. It's about to go down the hill south very quickly.
He would come home and talk about like somebody had feelings for. Just
No.
like completely new.
No, he kept that part of himself to himself. And maybe that's because I don't know if he's ever really been in love before, which is what my concern is.
Okay.
This is new for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the difference between being in love and being married or being engaged. One's a feeling, one's a commitment. And they tie together very closely, but is he ready for that?
Do you feel like he could get to the point at the end of this where he'd be ready for an engagement?
I don't know if he can handle this. I don't know if he's going to get to that point.
Advanced non-small cell lung
Okay, so
cancer can change
father-
every.
The mom already told him down the river. Now the stepfather going down the river
Well,
too.
the mother said that he has never done this, and
And I don't want him to feel pressured. When
to
a man
do-
talking about pressure,
yes,
run the other way.
and he did say he said that, I mean, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. He's not going to engage her. Like if he doesn't feel like it, he's not going to do it because I guess he's a free spirit. You know what I'm saying? With 4 earrings and the nose rings. I didn't see the nose rings today. I don't even know if he has a nose ring.
He does have a nose ring.
He
He has
does.
2 in the same area.
I'm stereotyping against people with rings, rings and facial rings. Oh my goodness!
You know, I didn't even
Look.
tell her about this. I just showed up to pick her up from her job. Was like, oh, I got a nose ring.
Did you?
Yeah, remember
But-
you like?
but-
what it, I mean, I told her I was
But
going to
you
get
had
it at
already
some
told me
point.
You had already asked my permission.
Well, you
and
didn't think I was really going to
said-
do it, and I just showed up. And you're like, oh, you got it done today.
I called my friend and I said, look, That's why I called your mentor and I said, hey, is this something that she should be doing? Is it too early for her to do? Cause how old were you then? 18?
Yeah, I was 18.
And she said, oh, Nayte, don't worry about that. She's like, everybody in my family has a nose ring, which I had never even noticed before. And she has like 7 sisters. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's not a big deal. So I was like, okay.
It's not like
All
I'm
right.
piercing my elbow.
Your mentor said it's not a big deal, so okay. Because it was very new to me, the whole nose ring thing.
Yeah.
But, what were we talking about? Nate, yeah, the mother was just like, and even, but it's not so much even the mother, but Nate's own answer. Like, no one's gonna force me to do anything if I don't want to do, if I don't feel it.
That's why I said
But-
this man is a playboy.
But he didn't tell that to Michelle. I wish he had said so. But what he said to Michelle was, I feel myself falling for you. I'm really falling for you.
He said, you know how I feel about you. Yeah, I'm crazy about you too.
Crazy about you. You know it. You know it, girl.
Give me a kiss.
Crazy about you.
Or earrings.
Yeah. And now the father is saying, the stepfather is saying, well, I've never seen Nate like this before. And I don't know if he knows the difference, he said, between loving someone and marriage.
Michelle, I know it's gonna be so hard for her because I know how much she likes him, and it's so
She
hard to let
likes
go of a guy.
Nate.
She really likes him.
It's so weird that we saw these guys. I wish we had been giving, all this stuff would have come out earlier, because maybe there could have been other catch for her. They could have still been there, like Olu. Like my Olu.
Olu was loyal. He was a good
and
man.
I am sure the parents would have been great.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't feeling him like that.
But what I'm saying is, you know what I think they should do? They should let them start seeing the families earlier, before they get rid of some of these guys. But I know why they do that, because she
you don't
has
want
to be
it to
feeling
be
good. Yes.
About them.
That's
I mean,
true.
if you're not into the guy physically or
then
whatever,
what's the point?
you know?
Of, yeah. So anyhow, they're doing it the right way.
Anyway, we'll
What
be
is
back.
my 2 cents? But yeah. I mean, what do you think is going to happen with him? I mean, they haven't said anything where he was crying, so I just want to see how everything went downhill so fast. Are we doing live reactions or?
Yeah, we'll be right back, y'all.
Okay.
He'd be ready for an engagement.
Live reaction.
I don't know if he can handle this. I don't know if he's going to get to that point.
He said,
So,
stepfather
I
said he
don't
doesn't
want
know.
him to emotionally hurt himself or you. I mean, you feel this great vibe, and you get at the end, and all of a sudden he emotionally realizes
I'm not ready.
he's not there yet.
Ultimately, I want to find my soulmate, and I want to do an engagement once. If I get to the end of this and Nate is not all in, that would hurt a lot.
Yeah. That would be the.
Is so special about her?
Michelle.
Yes.
I think it's just like the feelings, you know, the feelings that have never been felt before, I guess. Everything's just been so new. Like, everything's been so new to me.
If everything's so new, how do you know any of it's real?
Ooh, he said if everything is so new, how do you know it's real? That's a good
It's
question.
real in the sense of your feelings are real. I mean, you feel what you feel, but it doesn't mean it's true love. It doesn't mean it's sustainable.
Yeah, that's definitely something to kind of like.
It's hard when you're fine.
There's no perfect answer. Just
Something
talk to
to
me
work.
about what that thought process, what that question means to you.
Let me just gather some, because you and I never talk about stuff,
Right? Emotions, yes.
emotions, and it's all good. You just, you know, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't just be the person I am if it wasn't for you.
Oh.
Well, you're right, we don't talk. First and foremost,
Oh.
I have been so fortunate to have you.
Nate
In
is
my
gonna
life.
cry.
You know, you, your mom, your brother, all
supposed to
of
like
became
this.
part of my family.
I know, he's feeding.
And it's been an amazing journey.
Guess what? This is
And
the first
then to
time they're
watch
talking about
A
emotions.
young man who was in 9th grade grow
Yeah.
up to be you.
Oh.
Never doubt that I'm proud of you. I don't say it a lot, I don't hug a lot, I don't do a lot of stuff a lot,
Yeah.
but never, ever, ever doubt that I love you. and never doubt that I'm here for you.
Oh.
Thank you for you already know for everybody. I love my dad to death, but I'm gonna have a family one day, and I wanna be who you were to me for that.
Oh.
You'll be even better than me.
That's such a good man. He's such a good stepfather.
Yeah. It's crazy that we never talk about stuff like this. I don't know if I never told you I love you before.
Oh.
If you have, I don't.
Oh.
I'm really happy that you got to meet Michelle. I'm really happy.
Really glad it didn't matter.
This night was about introducing my family to Michelle, and that's what it should be about. But for me, it turned into this whole family dynamic.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, I love you.
Thank you. Thanks for giving me.
All right.
And there's just all these questions and thoughts that are in the back of your head about first conversations, emotions that you didn't know that you had.
Oh.
This is from you and your sister.
It's the first time I've ever been vulnerable about feelings with my mom. First time I ever told Charles I love him.
Enjoy.
Be good.
So a lot of
I
vulnerable
think I have
stuff
the
he's
most
never had to do.
to say love.
Maybe that's the dam that had to break with him.
More conversations with myself before I go to that. Or before I go there.
Yeah,
I
I
really
think
like
so.
her. I think that Nathaniel's not quite there yet.
Definitely, she's more mature and ready than him,
Yeah.
but
They can
he's
see that.
getting there.
That's good. It was a conversation that I've never had with either one of them. You know what I mean? Like feelings, emotions, like it was really brand new.
Michelle's like, good for you, but I have questions, and now I am doubting if you are the one.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. What a night. Look at you bring your family together.
Aww.
Both Nate and Charles told each other that they loved him for the first time. Honestly, I see it as a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
But hearing from his family that Nate could potentially have this moment of panic scares me. I'll see you soon, okay?
That is a match. She did not turn. Okay.
I don't know how you continue to be vulnerable if you feel like someone might take off. My heart could get broken because Nate might not be ready for our engagement. You deserve a better credit score.
Ooh.
No matter where you're at.
But I'm happy for him. He was able to tell his stepfather, I love you. The stepfather was able to tell him, no matter what, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I love you. I'm really proud of you. And then Nate says, I love my father, but when I get married or I'm having children or whatever, I want to be to those people the kind of person you were to me. And the stepfather says, you're going to be better than that. Just got me right here. And, step parents can be so beautiful. Some of them can be better than the parents, I tell you.
Big facts.
It's
It's sad that they broke up, though.
It's sad that they broke up. It seems as though they still like each other.
Well, the mom was leaning.
She surely
with
was
the dad
leaning
and all
and,
that stuff.
Yeah, so I think that, but it's amicable. They were able to come together
Mm-hmm.
for Nathaniel is what they call him. But they both can tell, like what I have been saying from the very beginning,
She's more into
that
him than
she is more into him and more ready than he is.
Yeah.
They both can tell that, and they are not sure, and also he's not sure if he will engage her at the end of this. He has even said, I'm not gonna do anything I don't want to do.
See, those are the men that are selfish.
That's Matt. He is the equivalent of Matt, and maybe that's why she likes him, because it feels familiar to Matt. Yes, I just got the epiphany, Gray. Like, cat, look at it. I think that's what it was.
That is so, because they even look alike.
Even her demeanor. You know how I finally came to me when that moment that she's standing just before she goes into the car, and she kisses him. And she kind of looks down, and her chest kind of cascades in. That broken look, right?
Like she knows a heartbreak is coming.
When Matt, just prior to Matt telling her, "You're not the one." Remember that time when she was shaking and her hands were like this, and she's like, "Just tell me." She removed her hands from him, and she was just like, "Just tell me what's going on." Just before he broke up with her. That was how she looked. And that's when I was like, I've seen that look on her before.
She knows
when she's getting ready to be
heartbreak is coming.
She knows how it feels, and it feels familiar to her, and maybe that's why that was the draw for her for Nayte all this time, because he felt familiar. Just like Rachel when she was with Brian, and that guy Peter kept on making his way in, and she was just like, when she finally left Peter, she was just like, Peter felt familiar. All those heartbreaks I've had, I have known many Peters, and it was time for me to, depend on something new, trust in something new, doing things differently. And she met a man, Brian, who was upfront from the beginning, knew exactly what he wanted, and did not waver from that. And that's what eventually won her over. Because like she said, she had dismissed Brandon.
I think we all did.
Yeah,
you came rolling up in a bed?
I was
Who
just
the hell
like,
you think you is? You ain't that smooth. I ain't finna get in bed with you.
You told me to come on in.
Child, rose ceremony. We got 24 more minutes. We'll be back.
Is it rose ceremony? I see the buses outside.
Yes.
It's still okay.
Reaction rose ceremony. Let's go.
I'm so afraid.
Brandon.
I knew it! Because that was the best. That was the best one yet.
That's one we knew for sure. I think Joe is pretty confident.
You mean Nayte?
Joe is feeling very confident, I think.
I think it'll be down to Rodney and Nayte.
Joe is like, this Brandon over here. I don't think they ever thought Brandon will still be here. I think it's shocked to them, to Nayte and Joe.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If she says Rodney,
I would literally scream.
I think she's going to say Rodney.
Joe.
Nayte.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Joey's like, okay, I'm next. Rodney. Ooh.
Michelle,
Tasha look good, girl.
Let me see.
this is the final rose tonight. Michelle, whenever you're ready. Okay?
Oh, they're all wearing some form of green. Ooh-wee.
I'm shocked that she gave Nayte the second rose.
Remember, she felt uneasy with Joe. Now I don't know what.
See the potential of a future fiance. That's a really big deal.
I will be shocked if Joe is gone.
Yeah.
I'll be really shocked. Because Joe looks very confident. Joe is like, I gave her the best date. What? What?
Of course.
Rodney.
I mean, we all knew that Rodney was going home.
Yeah.
I think he knew too.
Rodney, I'm sorry. Please take a moment and say your goodbyes.
I love that color. That color on Caitlyn.
Tasha looks so good in that green.
Yeah,
Kate looked
she
awesome
did
too.
also. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Rodney.
I know Nate and Joe are looking over at Brandon and they're like, "What the hell are you doing here, son? How this boy make it over here?" They did not see Brandon coming.
I know that we've had conversations about you being an underdog or feeling like you're an underdog. And
Don't bring that up now.
No, she wants to tell him no.
who you are is enough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you thinking that you are enough because that's not true. It's just feelings move quicker in other relationships. You're this amazing person, and everything that makes up Rodney is so special.
I am falling in love with you.
Oh.
I need you to know that that's something that's like it doesn't change easily, you know. I'm always gonna care about you, Michelle. Like forever. I wanna just do anything to like make you laugh and smile. Always. You're amazing, Michelle, so thank you.
Oh, he held her so tight.
As tough as it was and is on us, it's gotta be tough on Michelle too.
I just hope she's okay.
And
Nate did not even give a damn. Nate didn't say
Nate is
nothing.
like,
Sorry, whatever.
he said, the more you all go, the more I can be hers.
Nate said, all y'all going home anyway. That's what he's thinking.
He's like,
It's not that Rodney's not a good guy. He's an
actually
amazing,
is.
he's a
He really
phenomenal
is.
man.
He is.
He's going to find somebody for sure.
They're gonna scoop him up real quick.
Yeah. Rodney was amazing.
Michelle's amazing. Even with us breaking up right now, like I'm still like, I just care about her. Like I could never ever forget the moments we've shared here, ever. It's just like, it's always gonna be in my mind, in my heart. Michelle and I definitely could have had something very special, something very long lasting. You know, clearly Michelle saw her future with someone else in that room. It hurts. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess.
And he's so cute. You know, he's fine. But it wasn't you. I know. It's never easy.
It's
Coming
not.
up Monday, December 6th.
I think it's the
Ooh.
men tell all.
Unlike anything
Ah.
you've seen before.
Anything can happen.
All your favorite men are back, and they're ready to bear it all. Including the guys you love to hate.
It's not Jamie.
Between me and the guys that are here. How did he think he would get away with this?
I don't think you get it.
Someone is planning out their every move. Oh my god.
She hasn't been paying attention.
Point blank.
You are fake. You keep exposing yourself.
It's a men tell all you cannot miss.
This man is really pushing off. Why? How you like me now?
And then, premiering Monday, January 3rd,
Oh, Monday.
The
Oh,
Bachelor returns.
I'm just a Midwest guy from Missouri that just wants to
Ooh.
find love.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have been there.
Anything that my future wife is here.
Wow, chills.
You're two-faced. I'm done. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. Keep my name on your mouth. Are you kidding? That girl will do whatever it takes.
Why are the women always Right.
That's why I don't like watching The Bachelor, because you women embarrass us.
But you know something?
Clayton's now crying.
Now Clayton is crying. We don't
I
wanna
am upset, man. Why didn't y'all tell me Clayton was a bachelor? I would have been there live and there. I would have been there. Okay? I would have been there.
Not over my dead body. I'm just joking.
No, I'm kidding. Girl, my husband went down. Anyway, I don't think I'll be able to bear watching Clayton's season.
We have to watch it. I am looking forward to just country strong, man. Country strong.
Now we got 30 other women calling my man's name. It ain't right.
And they're all crying. Oh, Clayton. And oh my God, he's so strong. He can hold. I'm sure that's why they're crying. They just want him to hold them and say, let me rest in the muscles, the muscular chest.
I should have known it was Clayton.
Clayton, can you please pick me up and cradle me like a baby? I just want to rest. Oh my God, so Rodney is gone.
And Clayton is taken.
Thank you so much for joining us. This was a good one.
I'm just
somber but beautiful. A lot of beautiful moments.
I can't even speak because I'm shocked that Clayton is the Bachelor. And
it's already been filmed.
It's fine.
I was saying.
That is not our language. You know, it's Creole and bird and animal sounds. That's one of our
little signs.
little heart. Anyway, weirdness is off the door. But Lord have mercy, I cannot believe this.
For what? You mean Rodney? Oh, Clayton. Okay.
Okay, let me go. I'm gonna let it go.
Let us focus.
Okay, but yes, very exciting. Next week, it is. It's the Men's Tell All.
Oh, the Men's Tell All.
It's a nightmare. Now we have to watch that.
Well,
So wait.
That would be a lot of fun, though. Let's see, Jamie. I wonder.
Well, I think at the Men's Tell All, there's only one more episode. I don't think there's 2 episodes.
Well, after
I think they combined the overnight dates with the proposal. I think. And then it's just one more episode.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember, actually. It was too long ago.
Well, I feel like maybe they'll do the overnight dates. That's what they'll do, right? And then it will be she lets go, like, goes with one guy. Because the 2 men still have to go meet her family. Mm-hmm. Are they really going to squeeze all that into 2 hours? I feel like they might. Or will they break it up into 2 episodes? I have no idea.
Actually.
But yeah,
really interesting. We've got some nice moments, wonderful moments.
For sure.
I love the Bachelorette. I just love this whole Bachelorette, Bachelor.
The Bachelor is too much for me because sometimes and it's like a lot of really young women sometimes.
They're very young, some of them.
They're emotional all over the place and all this stuff, and it's just too much. Like, you've already seen 20 women crying, and now Clayton's crying as well. I'm just like...
And saying stuff like, I'm broken. Clayton, don't be broken.
I don't know if I'll be able to watch. We'll let y'all know.
I will be there live.
She might be doing it by herself.
I will be here. But I will love to do it with you, though.
Maybe someone can come fill in for me. Put in your applications down below.
You will be there. I can't do it without you. All right, my dears. Thank you so much for joining us.
It is a Mary
and Alma.
And thank you for watching.